Hello, hello, my illuminated soul. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get a message for our Taurus collective. So what is the strongest energy around our Taurus collective at this time? What messages do they need to know that could bring any insight or clarity to their current situation? All right. So overall, we have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands, sometimes it could be seen as blockages, blocking. Like this card gives me the vibe of like messages coming in. So it could be blocked messages or blocked signals, blocked energies. It could be because of, deception, lies, somebody being in their head. This could be lies somebody's telling to their self. Maybe they're blocking their own energy by being stuck in negative thought patterns or negative behaviors, negative habits, or they keep putting themselves in negative environments around negative people, because nobody can really block your blessings or block your energy or block you from aligning. You are, at the end of the day, the one responsible for your own energy. So other people can affect you, but it's always up to you. You can always, you always have a choice. You can always choose a new thought, a new feeling, right? So if someone destroys your mood or changes your mood, you know what I mean? Like you're giving them power over you to create a new mood in yourself, a new energy, for them to lower your vibration. You're allowing them to have that power over you. So, you kind of got to get, not kind of, but you have to get out of that, way of thinking and be able to, instead of allowing that energy to manipulate you, you have to stand strong in your own energy and stop from getting in these lower vibrations where you're not being in alignment with the things that you want, because the things that you want are in a higher vibration. So that's why you're not aligning with it. And it's not because of, outside forces or outside people. It's because of you and how you are handling the situations, how you are dealing with things, the internal aspect of yourself, your mood, your, happiness, your frequency that you're emitting. That's all under your control, right? So this is calling you to really be mindful of how you let others affect you, because you are in control of you at the end of the day. And also, like I said, be aware of how you are lying to yourself, or how you are, giving yourself negative thoughts, or how you're involving yourself in negative patterns and negative situations, right? And then we have the Nine of Wands. So a lot of times that's coming to an end of a road, coming to a conclusion. It's time to put certain things down. It's time to lay things to rest. It's time to leave certain people and places and things in the past. It's time to move forward. If you're really at a point where you're ready to release and you're tired and you're ready to make a change and move forward and transform, then you have to let go of certain things. You have to let go of certain behaviors and patterns and thoughts. You have to leave that behind so you can find balance, because the Two of Pentacles is about finding balance, right? So we have to let go of the past and let go of negative things so that we can make room for what's coming in the future, and we can make room for the positive things to come into our lives, right? We have to let go of that negativity so that we can make room for positivity. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is like stability, it's maintaining, it's holding things down. It's laying foundations and structures that are solid. So if that's what your goal is, to lay down the foundation of something solid so that you can build upon that and move forward, then you have to let go of all the negative past energies and people and places and things that you keep continuing to bring with you. You know, if you keep noticing yourself going through the same things, going through the same cycles, it's because you keep trying to bring things from the past into the future, into a future that they do not belong in. So it's time to, you know, cut these blockages off and balance out your energies, balance out your frequencies so that you can come into alignment, so that what you build can be steady and strong and have a solid foundation. But this is a good energy, you know. Sometimes we need to be told certain things. Sometimes we need to know that it's time to let go, right? And that can be a hard thing to do. It's one of the hardest things to do, especially if it's people that you love, or, you know, things that you have grown accustomed to, or, you know, people that have addictions. It's certain things aren't so easy to just leave behind, right? So you have to kind of win this internal battle with yourself. But once you do, you know, what you get from that is so much greater than what you are leaving behind and what you are, you know, perceiving as a loss, because greater is always coming. So thank you for tuning in. Much blessings to you all, and I'll see you soon.